Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. Joe Biden says that high energy prices are a good thing because they're helping us move towards an energy transition.
And when it comes to the gas prices, we're going through an incredible transition that is taking place that, God willing, when it's over, we'll be stronger and the world will be stronger and less reliant on fossil fuels when this is over.
Energy transition is quite the buzz phrase among world leaders right now. They say that the world is moving from fossil fuels to wind and solar. And they say that heat waves, floods, and tropical cyclones will grow increasingly violent until we switch over to wind and solar power. In this video, I'm going to ignore their superstition about the relationship between climate and energy. This video is about their imaginary energy transition. 8 years ago, Obama and Biden made a landmark climate agreement with China. They spent months talking about this before both sides agreed. And since then, U.S. emissions have continued to decline, while emissions from China have continued to skyrocket. Note that the largest drop in CO2 emissions in the United States occurred under President Trump's leadership. And also note that the largest increases in China's emissions occurred while Obama and Biden were in the White House. The reality is that fossil fuel usage in China is growing much faster than wind and solar. If current trends continue, China will never reach net zero. This Friday will be the 8th anniversary of the completely fake agreement made by Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and China, with their propaganda proudly parroted by the New York Times. In India, the usage of fossil fuels is growing much faster than wind and solar, which are making almost no progress. And in the United States, the story is pretty much the same. There is no energy transition. If recent trends continued, and they won't, the U.S. would achieve net zero sometime after the year 2100. And that would be too late because Joe Biden says the world's going to be destroyed by global warming in about 10 years.
The goal set when our last administration, the Obama-Biden administration, when that was set, they were set that we had more time. We don't have the time now. The goals are different because the necessity is there. We don't have a lot of time. We don't have much more than 10 years, for real.
The UN's holding their 27th annual climate meeting, none of which have done anything to slow the growth of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Since they started making these agreements in 1992, the annual rate of growth of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has more than doubled. The energy transition is misinformation, just like almost everything else the press talks about. Toto's been pulling back the curtain on this multi-trillion-dollar scam for the past 14 years. You can visit him, Kyrie Caesar, Toki and Opala on the web at realclimatescience.com.